With the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie already being out for a while and Five Nights at Freddy's 3 coming maybe in a year and a half and so, it had me thinking, which characters from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie 1 and 2 could we see back for the third movie? Again, there's a lot of characters that have been introduced into the Five Nights at Freddy's cinematic universe, and it really had me thinking, who could we see back and who will we probably not see back? And here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna give you 3 for sure's, 3 maybes, and 3 wild cards for maybe them not being back. If we start at the 3 for sure, obviously the 3 for sure's I'm gonna talk about are gonna be Vanessa, Abby, and Mike Schmidt. Obviously, we know they're the 3 big characters in the movie. I do think Mike is going to have to cope with not having Vanessa around because, again, we knew there was kind of a bond between Vanessa and Mike Schmidt. With Vanessa being the puppet and probably going to be hunting him down, he's not going to have her anymore. I do think he's going to feel bad knowing his character in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. He's a very, nice guy. He's trying to do everything to please Abby. He's trying to please Vanessa. He's trying to please everyone around him and just live an ordinary life. I do think those 3 characters are going to be for sure characters that we get back in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Again, Vanessa's gonna have unfinished business with Mike Schmidt. She's gonna want to go after him. She is the puppet, and again, since the puppet will be controlling Vanessa, by default, we will have to see Vanessa in the movie. So I do think we're gonna see Abby and Mike Schmidt all in the movie. Again, Abby, I really thought when Abby was announced that she was gonna be Baby. She was gonna somehow get scooped. She was gonna somehow get clawed, because if you look at the name Abby, if you switch the A and the B, it literally says Baby. Maybe she becomes Baby. Maybe she gets scooped. Young girl, that's what happened to Elizabeth Afton. Again, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Abby is going to be Baby, but those are 3 for sure characters that we will see back for sure in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, if we get into maybe characters that we will see in FNAF 3, let me make this clear. We will see Springtrap in the movie, but I'm talking about the William Afton version of Springtrap, the human version of Springtrap. We know Springtrap is going to be in the movie. He's going to be a menace. He's going to be an absolute dominant force in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie, but I'm talking about William Afton. Will we see William Afton, the human, back in the movie? I'm not sure about this one. This one's maybe a maybe to me. Maybe we see him in a flashback with Henry Emily. That could possibly be in the mix. I don't think we're gonna get the real-time version of William Afton in the movie, like the actual version of him as the human. We're gonna get all Springtrap. The only scenes of William Afton that we might see are gonna be flashback scenes with the next character I'm talking about, and that is Henry Emily. I do think Henry Emily is a big character. He will probably come back, but again, I don't know the direction of his character. Did he die at the end of the movie when he was setting those tape recorders? Did he get an off-screen kill? Is he gonna be only in flashbacks? Now, again, I do think Henry Emily will more likely be in the movie as a big flashback character. 100% he's going to be in for flashbacks. When it comes to being in the current time, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with Henry Emily in the current time. I do think my theory is that he will be the one that burns the entire place down at Fazbear Fright, like we saw in FNAF 6. I do think that will be his role. But again, I do think he will be in there as a flashback scene. Current time, Henry Emily, I'm not so sure. And another maybe character I have is going to be the one and only Freddie Carter as Michael Afton. Now, this is a big character, guys. This is a very big character that I'm talking about right here. Michael Afton, the guy that surprised everyone in the movie saying he was Michael Afton. This security guard that was very weird, trying to avenge everything that William Afton is doing. It is really interesting to see. Will he be back? Again, this all depends on the avenue that they take as a directing crew. Is he going to come back? Is he going to turn? Is he going to still be evil? What is his role going to be? Because we know Michael Afton in the games, he's the one trying to avenge everybody in the game for what his dad's doing. Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. He's trying to avenge his dad. I'm gonna come find you. He's trying to pick up the pieces of his dad's work. He is a maybe. I do think that is a humongous character in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. You cannot leave hanging. You have to bring Michael Afton back in some sort of way and justify him. You have to justify him in the Five Nights at Freddy's cinematic universe because, again, he is literally the main character in the games. The source material of the movie are the games. So how are you not gonna bring him back? How are you not gonna bring him back? Again, maybe flashback versions of him, maybe avenging. I don't know what they're gonna do, but Michael Afton has to be back. Now, if we get into 3 characters that probably won't come back, Circus Baby, a humongous character in the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Elizabeth Afton, the daughter of William Afton, gets clawed, getting too close to get an ice cream cone. Is she gonna come back? I don't know, man. I really don't know what Baby's role gonna be. There's gonna be so many characters in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie. I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I knew. We know her eyes are green, so maybe, again, I don't know. I don't think Circus Baby will be back, though. There's just gonna be too many characters. If she comes back, it will be very briefly, maybe as a sequence of Henry Emily talking to William Afton saying, hey, what's this Circus Baby gonna do, etc., the whole spill. Maybe, but I don't think Circus Baby will come back. Maybe in a sister location movie, that's what the tease was, but I don't think in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 we will see Circus Baby. If we look at any other character out there, when it comes to the overall animatronics as well, I don't think we will be seeing them come back. The 5 kids whose spirits were free in the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Golden Freddy, I don't think we will see them come back as well, because I do think, again, their spirits will be free. That it. They're over. Maybe them like as a voice talking to Mike Schmidt and talking to Abby. Maybe they come back as a voice. But again, like I said, it's going to be all Matthew Lillard Springtrap in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie. We're not going to get a lot of animatronics. It's just going to be Matthew Lillard going balls deep, pause, inside. Whoa! Inside everyone in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Again, maybe the phantoms come back, but those aren't going to be spirit. Those are hallucinations. We know those are all big hallucinations and stuff like that. So I don't think we're going to get any of the animatronics back. I do think those are the ones that will eventually not be around. We're going to get a bunch of phantoms. We're going to get a bunch of everything and things like that. And if there's one more character that I think we will not be seeing in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 universe, maybe any recollection of Charlotte Emily. I do think Charlotte Emily is that Sid. I do think we got a little bit of her at the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but I don't think we will be seeing her anymore in the Five Nights at Freddy's cinematic universe. Again, maybe as a flashback scene of a behind the scenes look of Charlotte and Henry, you know, being a father-daughter, and he just lets his daughter to go to William Afton and things like that. Those are some of the characters that I think won't be back for Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Again, we know Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is going to be very complicated. There's going to be a lot of characters in it, and there's going to be overall a lot of things going for it that maybe we hopefully want to happen. Again, it's going to be all about Springtrap, all about Matthew Lillard, all about all these different characters, man. But again, I do think the three for sure ones are going to be Vanessa, Mike Schmidt, Abby. The maybe ones will be William Afton, the actual human, not Springtrap, Michael Afton, and Henry Emily. And the ones for sure we probably won't be seeing are going to be Charlotte Emily, pretty much all the animatronics, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, the spirited haunted kids, and Circus Baby. Again, I would love to see Circus Baby in the flesh. I do think Circus Baby, if they make the movie far enough, could be in a sister location movie. That would be pretty cool if we get Circus Baby in a sister location type of movie. But again, I don't think that's going to be in. It's just too many characters in the mix. It would be cool to see Circus Baby, Michael Afton, Springtrap, Charlotte Emily, all of them in, you know, the fire that is burning down at Fazbear Frights. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, man, guys, what do you think in the comments about what I said? Was I accurate? Was I not accurate? Let me know in the comments what do you guys think. And overall, let me know who do you think will be back in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And overall, who do you not think will be back in Five Nights at Freddy's 3? Let me know in the comments, man. But if you guys can, hit that like button, hit that sub button. We're posting new videos every single day, whether that's FNAF, Mario, Sonic, Avengers, anything out there, man. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Amen. I'll see you guys in the next video.